Hi everyone, welcome to this video. This is Richie the Blind Hedgehog. I'm here with my Spongebob plushie. He is a plushie I got in an arcade long ago on vacation. The arcade had too many and so they had to sell them. And I didn't see that in the first place, but I was over the moon when I actually got the Spongebob because I was so into Spongebob and I really needed a plush of him to cuddle and to sleep with. And he has been offering me a lot of comforting moments, especially since the beginning of high school. So this Spongebob has been with me for more than 10 years now. And we're still together. And in this video I would like to show you a few things that I could collect ever since I made the last haul. Yeah, I think it's a while ago. But anyway, I'm just gonna show you a few DVDs first. I could finally collect the two last seasons of Lucifer if Netflix ever removes the series and still watch them. I was waiting for a price drop because at first they were quite expensive. This way maybe Chris can see the last seasons as well. But I was really glad that they were more like affordable price this time. So this time I got them both. Another series I was quite excited about was this one. It might be a little violent. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm so excited to see. I saw a little preview on the Facebook fan page about large transatlantic ocean liners. And people said it was really good. And it's not that big, not a very long series either. So I actually can't wait to see this. I had no idea it actually existed. So can't wait. I saw the trailer on YouTube. Didn't seem bad actually at all. So we're gonna see. And if I don't like, I can always sell it. But I think I'm gonna keep this in my Titanic collection definitely. In the next part of the video, I would like to show you some lovely space stuff. Space and planets are so fascinating. I really liked them myself when I was a teenager, and still I do. It all started with a visit in the Grasshopper, which is a nice toy store in Brussels. And Katie, if you ever come to Brussels, you should really go there. They have some nice space stuff there. Well, obviously, as you can see, I have been putting some stars and some planets that glow in the dark in my room, and I would love to keep those because if I ever move, I'm gonna take all my stars with me, and I'm gonna decorate my whole ceiling with it, definitely. And you can find a lot of glow-in-the-dark planets. Well, as you can see, I collected a few already, but that's so many years ago. I have Earth, and there's the Moon, and there's Saturn. I don't even remember when I actually collected those. They're quite random. They are not in the right order. But in the Grasshopper, I could collect these. Ouch, my arm. This is a whole solar system that glows in the dark. For a child's room, this is really nice, and for my room as well. I leave them in a packaging right now because I just wanna keep them this way until I move, and I might just put them on the ceiling when I just created my own room again. So there you go. As one of the items that I could find in the Grasshopper that was really nice. I also collected my all-time favorite, which is Jupiter. And it's possible that I have to keep him upside down. Oh no, there's the fleck, see? And is this Jupiter? Yes, it is. And the last time that I went, because obviously I almost had the whole set, I didn't even notice. And I was missing Mars. So, well, when I was on my way out, I collected Mars. There you go. There's Mars. So I'll leave those in the packaging for now. Because I would like to use them later as a nice decoration in my room. I might even put them somewhere else too. Not only in my room, but there you go. They also had, and this is something that I thought was really lovely, I actually remember this from when we were little. This beautiful little spinner. And it also has little planets on it. I had no idea if I had to collect this, but for now I did. And, well, the nice thing is that they have the names of the planets too. So I thought it was really lovely. I like the information on it. And there you go. Saturn, Jupiter. I don't know if they're in the right order. Possibly. Maybe another one on it. There you have. No sun. So there you go. Also something really random that I really liked. And I could collect this beautiful bed set, which I wanted to try on my bed. Actually, I wanted to put it on my bed for the haul, but for now I didn't. I'm gonna do it soon, indeed. And but I really like the text, and I hope I can read some of it. And yeah, I haven't slept in it yet, so I don't know how to recommend. But this is really neatly packaged, and well, I don't really know if it's cotton, but if it is, it might be quite interesting. Maybe it says here, because for example, this is polyester. And it doesn't really hang on very well to the tissue inside. It doesn't hang on to your duvet, and because of this, sometimes the duvet ends up as a mess inside. And actually, this is quite warm and synthetic. This might smell a little, and it is not exactly 100% comfortable either. So it's a beautiful print. Sonic hasn't been washed yet, but I don't know if this one's better. I've been trying to make some planets with Hama beads, and I can really recommend some children to do the same, because you can actually create your own solar system, even with some random planets that you maybe can make up, or maybe a nice rocket ship or a satellite or something. You can make all kinds of things. So the first one I made, of course, you could see me coming, was Jupiter. See? And I used a circular plate for this, a circular panel. And as you can see, it's quite random, but that is actually quite much how Jupiter is, and this is how I made the little spot, see? And I've been making different tries to do this, but with these colorings, it turned out quite nice. The next one I made was, do I remember which one I made next? The sun. This is the sun. So it's quite a bit of a mix between orange and yellow, and but the nice thing is that I used some flashy light-catching beads, and when you actually hold it up, you actually have those sun effects. See? The next one that I made was the earth. I've been making some clouds as well, which I put into gray. I've been trying to make some beach effects here. This is supposed to be Brazil, this is supposed to be Cuba, and this is supposed to be the United States, I suppose. You have some clouds everywhere, and this is supposed to be Africa. Tried to make something realistic, but there you go. This is Earth. And the last one I made is the moon. And the moon is a glow-in-the-dark moon. And you can actually just put it however you like this, with the dark side on it. And you might have a nice effect when it glows in the dark. So see, you can actually make all kinds of planets like this. I can definitely recommend doing this. Oh, and I think I still have Saturn. We have Saturn. I know it's quite weird looking. It has a glow-in-the-dark edge here. Kind of reminds me of Geonosis. Don't mind the sizes. But I had to do it a little different with Saturn because of the ring. See? So because of that reason, Saturn turns out smaller. I could not use the same circular plate or panel as I used for these guys. So there you go. These are my little planets. And the last wonderful thing that I could collect, space related, are my celestial buddies. Well, you might have seen them in a previous video. So I'm not going to show you them more into detail. Here's Mars, who just came today. And actually, my previous collected little Squiddy here goes pretty well with the Cosmos plushie, see? So, I think it goes really well. So these are my buddies. Now I'm slowly going to go over to the plushie part. So one more thing that I can actually show you, which turns out really lovely now that we are into Spongebob. I made Sage from the movie. I don't exactly know the title in English. I know it's on Netflix, but there's Keanu Reeves in the Spongebob movie, which was really lovely. And I was quite surprising how well it turned out. Even my sister-in-law have been laughing with it. We watched the movie together, and we were really enjoying this. So this turned out really well. What else you can do with the circular plate? It's amazing. But there you go. So this is a little Sage here. Really lovely. I could actually collect 2 absolutely lovely SpongeBob plushies, which I wanted for my collection. I hope these are going to be the last ones, because I can just keep collecting SpongeBob. That's the problem. And at some point I have to say, now it's enough. because I have a huge problem on my hands. so there you go. The very first one that I found, was this little guy. I hoped he would be a little larger, but that face and the heart, and he will go so well with Kermit that has a heart. My loved characters that actually hold a little heart that is so lovely. So when I saw this guy, I was totally into it. This is amazing. This is amazing. This is adorable little SpongeBob. He was in horrible condition when I got him. I mean, he was really dirty, and I washed him in one of my videos. You might have seen that. So there you go. This is one hell of a SpongeBob. He has a cute little nose too, and he has embroidered features. His heart is well attached to his heart, to his chest, and to his arms. And yeah, a lovely plushie, amazing. So there you go. This is one little SpongeBob that I wanted to have so bad in my collection. Looks like he has no tag on him. There you go. And the second one is, yeah, I have a huge pile of plushies here. It's absolutely lovely. I have been having him my favorite list for a while. It's this guy. He's very spongy, and I washed him too. And I did not stuff him, but he's really, really spongy and really cuddly, really fluffy and squishy. And he's really nice size too. And I really liked his face. And at first I did not really collect him, but after I gave it some thought, eventually I did. I really like the type of plushie he is and the size. And this is one hell of a sponge, but I can cuddle really well, just like this guy. There you go. I really like the size, the shape of it. So he might be missing a few features. This is a used plush. This is a plush that's second hand, of course. And yeah, I think I had him for like €5. So there you go. This is my 2 little SpongeBobs. Now that we are into sea stuff, I can show you another nice collectible that I got. It is this Titanic puzzle. I'm totally trying to collect some Titanic stuff. I think it's such a beautiful ship. All the transatlantics actually, but it's hard to find some stuff related to to those ships. Well, personally, I think so. And I absolutely thought this was totally it. I don't know if this puzzle is good quality. I highly doubt it, honestly. Just look at the box. Look how filmy the box is, and I'm not sure this is the best quality of puzzle. But I was really glad that I could collect. Someone was getting rid of it for like €2, so I had to grab the opportunity. It has the ship on it like 3 times, 4 times with a rack here. You have the newspaper boy, you have the people boarding, you have the people's clothing, the way they looked, the crew, you have the ship sailing, you have the ship sinking, and an iceberg too. You have everything on this picture. This is amazing. And if I ever manage to find it, I would like actually to hang it up. I would like to have it in a I would like to have a frame on it and hang it up. So there you go. Definitely. My Spongebobs. Where are my Spongebobs? So the first plushies that I could collect a while ago, actually, already, are, well, you might have seen that in a video, so I'm going to show you them. I'll show you them quickly. Is a Shadow from Sonic, and Knuckles, because I wanted the second one of these. I would like to have a cuddle buddy, one that I could cuddle with, especially Knuckles, because I had a hard time finding Knuckles back in the time, and now there's this one. This is definitely one I can use for, yeah, absolutely. I tried with the Toy Network one and some others, and I still have the one that you got me, Katie. Also a really nice one, and that's a keeper, definitely. The several ones that you got me. I still have all of them. But this guy is really great size. And, this is totally what I use for sleeping, so... See where I want to sleep with Knuckles and Shadow. These plushies, I wanted to have a cuddle buddy of Shadow as well. Well, I think the size and the quality is great, and yeah, I like to have a spare one in case something happens to the first one. They're amazing. So there you go, these are Shadow and Knuckles. So I went to the Grasshopper. Sometimes they do have a little Douglas plushie, which is quite rare here, especially in store. And they had this time, this lovely German Shepherd. Oh, yeah, this is the right one. So they had a Douglas German Shepherd, and when I saw him, I had to get him. So they go for something. They're quite expensive, but I was really glad I could collect one for myself as well. Katie, I still have the one that you gave me, and I think he's right here because I took him as well. I think they're 2 different models. I wanted to put them together. Here he is. So this is the one you found so many years ago in the thrift shop. I think he might be a previous or a retired design. I think this is the new one. The newer one, at least. And this is Ben. Remember, I still have Ben. And I should actually make this one a female, but I decided to call him Zuko because I really like Prince Zuko from Avatar. And yeah, I didn't have actually a plushie with his name. So, and actually, I've been ordering some tags for the plushies, which I can put their names on. I cannot make a little grave, how do we call these? This little laser name tag. I do not have the device to do this, and such a device is quite expensive. So I decided to just do it different for now, to just do it otherwise. And I put Zuko's name just here with a marker. So there you go. But the tags turn out really well, and I got a few, well, like 30 tags on Amazon like this. You can actually create your own dog tag. Just mind that they're quite, yeah, they're very light, and the quality might not be the best one. But there you go. If your dog ever loses a tag, you can still have that way. Have tags that way, sorry. Getting tired. It's getting late. But this is a German Shepherd that I could find in a grasshopper. And I was really glad I could collect him. They have another one now. A while back, I could find 2 lovely plushies on Vinted I really wanted to collect. About this little Vader. It's a nice, cute little Darth Vader plushie. Thought he was really nice. He's actually a little bag, but I removed the straps. And you could actually put something in him. There's a really small place in there to hide some coins or a tiny little something they want to keep. He was in horrible condition when I got him. I had to sew his, well, there. And I had to, yeah, his little crutch was a mess. And as you can see, he still has spots on him. He was in horrifying condition, but I could, as a little rescue, I could actually manage some improvements. So there you go. I hope his groin is not getting, yeah. Oh, it seems to hold on really well, actually. Maybe here on the left part. Looks like I did well. So for now, this cute little Vader. Oh, isn't he just lovely? And the second one that I really liked, you might actually already have heard, that I really liked the cheetah, the big cheetah from Living Nature. I could find someone who was selling pretty much the same one. And this is how she looks now. This is Taya. And I put some of Kylie's old colors on her because it fits her the best. And she just has this little tag for now. And yeah, so this is how she looks when she's stuffed. I did not wash her, but I was glad I could actually collect her for a lower price. Yeah, if I would have collected the Living Nature cheetah of Amazon, I think I would have paid at least 3 or 4 times the price that I paid for her, so I'm glad I actually managed to find cheap plushies. A cheetah. I like her tan color. She's really soft and well made. I don't really like her face though. The look in her eyes is not exactly well finished. And here as well. So this is one cheetah that you might have seen earlier. Oh, sorry, later. And there are some other plushies that I could collect. When we were on a walk in Brussels, I could find a little no-face, which is super adorable. I collected him for now. I wasn't quite sure if it was a good idea. But I seem to be, yeah, looks like I'm really collecting this character. I have another one right there. But that's the official one that I got of Comic-Con. And yeah, this is definitely a little fakey one. It has the tag. But I really like this actually. And Katie, thank you so much for collecting him as well. For the little one that you got me. So kind of you. So there you go. This is a little no-face. I was really glad to find a plushie of him. Yeah, as you can see, he's quite fake. He's more like anthracite or gray. He's more like graphite color. And you can actually hang him up. Does this work out when I hang him here? Really sweet. And there are a few plushies I'm not exactly quite sure about. I have been collecting, that's a whole while back actually, this little chicken. Rocky from Chicken Run. And back in the time they had Ginger. I should actually have collected her. And I kind of regret not have doing it because I really like her character. I could get Rocky, which was a little cheaper. Maybe I can just wait for a Ginger. For now, Rocky's a little lonely, I'm gonna say. It's not exactly the word. But I'm not quite sure I'm gonna keep Rocky alone. So maybe one day, hopefully, a Ginger will come along. But otherwise, I might just get rid of Rocky. Because I'm not quite sure. He's a plushie that I'm not quite sure this is a keeper. Even though he's really well made though. And he really has the eyes of the character. He can actually talk, but I didn't put a battery in him. I wish they made those plushies a little larger. But it's definitely an old plushie. And I really like that movie, Chicken Run. I actually really do. So Rocky's not that big. For now, I'm gonna keep him. I'm actually waiting for a little Ginger to come along. But back in the time when I had the chance to get her, I didn't. Because I wasn't quite sure. I really wanted to. But now there's Rocky. So maybe I shouldn't have collected Rocky in the first place. I'm not really quite sure about this plush. So it's possible that one day he goes. Even though he's really lovely. I don't really know exactly what it says on the egg. And what this egg is supposed to do. It's not exactly a button. It's lovely. I didn't know there was merchandise of Chicken Run, but it's indeed a good movie. I think so, yes. Apparently the copy that I had of it still worked. That's a very old copy, but I enjoyed the movie again like this. So really, he does have the face of the character. So that's Rocky. For now, he's still here. And then there are two last ones. One is a Squiddy, as you can see, but we went to the fair yesterday, and I could win this guy, actually. So, yeah, I go to that guy regularly. He recognizes me, and I play his game each time I see him. And we have been encountering each other 3 times already. And this time, well, I really like the Squiddy, so I took the Squiddy, and I have the circle, the triangle, and the square. So there you go. The last plushie is not necessarily particularly special. It looks like a planet, I know, but you really want to find out what it is? It's a simple lemon. It is a lemon. Isn't he just sweet? Katie, you actually recognize him. He's a jelly cat. This is another plush that I got in the Grasshopper when I was there lately. I was quite much into Jellycat lemon. I really liked it. And when I was back in the mall a few weeks ago, well, I really enjoyed walking in the mall because it was so long ago that I ever went to the mall. I didn't get anything actually. I was just enjoying being there and watching things around me, and I wasn't necessarily into but I just had a quick view in a toy shop, and they had the small lemon jelly cat there. And when I saw it, I was actually thinking, well, I really like it a lot. This is the lemon jelly cat was one that I actually wanted to collect, but back then I left it there because I wasn't quite sure about which size to collect. And in the Grasshopper a while back, I saw they had bigger ones, and now they had them right there, ready for grabbing. And so I took it a little in a whim because I was quite sure this is the one that I really liked. But when I actually have a look at him now, it turns a little large out. It turns out a little large, especially for a lemon. So I wasn't quite sure eventually if I collected the right size, but he's absolutely lovely, really sweet. So there you go, this is little lemon. He does have this very, really funny, well, I don't really know how I should call this effect on the fabric, but Jellycats do have that a lot. And I think I have about 5 or 6 Jellycat plushies now. Lots of them are amusables. And I have to say, sometimes they do get to you. But I definitely use quite expensive material as well on these plushies. What I don't really like are the legs. But I suppose that makes them cute. And it says, I'm an unusable lemon. Please look after me. So that's what we're gonna do. So I wasn't quite sure. The smaller one looked more like a lemon. Was more like lemon shaped. And was even more like accurate when it comes to the size. So I wasn't quite sure. At first I wanted to find the bigger one. And when I saw the bigger one, I actually had this quick doubt about maybe the smaller one's better. But I was glad to find the big yellow one because I lately saw the big green one, the lime actually. I thought it was too bad they didn't have the yellow one. So I kind of got him in a whim, and I had to hope that I made the right decision. So there you go, that's his little story. But he's really lovely. Absolutely cute lemon. But there you go, that's my haul. Lots of plushies. I really hope you enjoyed this haul, and I'll see you later, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.